CHICKEN. Use the code chicken in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code.
Guys, the Chicken's here, bringing you another Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're gonna go over a couple things. We're gonna go over the end of season 14, give kind of like our take on it, review. I want to hear your guys' thoughts as well. And check this out. We already have a bit of a teaser for season 15, and we have a title, which is really cool. I love it when they do the titles for the seasons. It's just, you know, it's nice to it's nice to have something, I guess, like going into it to have an idea of what it is. Now, we're gonna speculate on what this means in just a second. First, we got to collect some of our stuff. Also, we got to redo our code because the code expires every 7 days, as you guys all know. Also, I'm giving away that really cool Clash of Clans book to anyone that has been using the code Chicken in the shop, just to give back, show my support, etc., etc. What's the new decoration that we have? Nothing? That's weird. Okay, so here we go, guys. Here we go. Season 14 has ended. We finished just at rank 23. Look at all the stuff we got. Wow. 697 battles fought. 345 won, 321 lost, 31 draws. Chicken cheating Chinese confirmed. No, but that's a lot of draws. That just goes to show how grindy this season was, like how close it was every step of the way, which really kind of plays into how I felt about it overall. So let's get a quick screen grab of this if I can. There we go. And there we go. All right, so we're going to collect all this stuff, and yeah, so season has ended. So season 14. Let's talk about it. So, yeah, I don't know. I found it started out really well. I don't know. And then it just got. There wasn't a ton of like effective tech openings. It seemed like everyone kind of like, you know, was doing okay. It was actually a little bit more open, I felt, than some of the previous seasons that have been like super kind of grindy and like not a ton of like things that you could unlock that really propel you forward. There was definitely a little bit more of that early on, but then it was kind of like once everyone got to Diamond, like the progress just stopped basically. Like it was like for 2 weeks or so, I was between, I don't know, 20 to 22, like back and forth, and it got really stale. So yeah, the main problem was just there wasn't a lot of like things that you could unlock that really propelled you forward. And the biggest thing that happened all of season 14 was the fact that it turned into kind of a defensive meta. Like people started going back and unlocking stuff and not going forward, going backward and unlocking stuff in the tech tree actually seemed to be well, it was the better option, which is kind of strange because you would think, you know, you'd go forward and unlock the next thing, and that would, you know, if you're not really thinking about it, if you're just kind of playing blindly, that's more or less how you would do it. So yeah, it was different. It was definitely different. And the biggest thing about season 14 too, aside from the defensive meta kind of really taking over and being dominant, the fact that there were so many different metas. Like there's so many different there's a lot of variety to it. Like there was Scorchers were good, heavies were good, Heavy Zuka was good, obviously Heavy Chopper Bomber was good, Rocket Choppers had their moment in the sun. Basically every troop aside from Warriors had a pretty big actually no, Warriors were okay at 1.2, I think. Yeah, so basically every troop had its own kind of time to shine, which is really good. I think that's really important because some people just aren't good with certain troops, or they're more comfortable, or they just like using them, and it sucks when everyone is kind of forced to use the one, you know, like we get to the end and it's always, you know, Heavy Chopper Bomber, and it's not like you can really deviate from that too much. It's basically, you know, you got to use this and upgrade it and get good with it. But yeah, so the Seekers were really good. Obviously, with the low like building health and building damage, the Seekers really kind of took over, and anyone that was really good at Seeker players, shout out to 204. I think on the Canadian leaderboard he actually finished quite high. We'll see if we can find him. Yeah, he finished number 3, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, so I mean, if you're like a Seeker Pro, like some of these guys, It was an amazing season. It was one of the better ones for Seekers, anyways. But yeah. So I mean, yeah, there was that, and then it kind of I felt like it kind of opened up a little bit at the end when we got the rocket launchers and stuff, and made it a little bit more fun. It was a little bit. I like it better when it's less of a base race, even though it's always a base race, But yeah, so let's talk about next, guys. What should we do here? Let's take on some player bases, I guess. Do we have any cool troops to use? Not really. Nothing on the mega crab just yet. I think we'll do another resource reward mega crab though. That was a lot of fun actually last time. I really enjoyed that. Just playing 30 or so stages and just being able to upgrade like literally everything on the main base. And we still have a lot of stuff to do. I still have some armory upgrades left. Not a lot, but we can start to do some of these cheap ones, I guess, now. But yeah, so that's going to be my plan for the crab, which is coming up soon in just a couple days. But let's talk about next, guys. Season 15 bombs away. Now, this actually has me a little bit concerned, and I'll explain why. I assume that bombs away means that we're going to have bombardiers earlier in the tech tree. Now, I haven't seen Season 15. This is all just pure speculation. I'm not trying to hint at something that I know about. I wouldn't do that. Obviously, we do have access to that kind of thing, and we post the sneak peeks and stuff, but I have not seen anything yet, so this is just 100% purely the chicken's own speculation at this point. So I'm assuming that bombs away means we're going to get bombardiers early on in the tech tree, and I don't like that for a couple reasons. Mainly, I don't like when the warship seasons end up being using the same troops. Like, remember what was season 13 when we had the rifle zombies and we unlocked them right away, and it was just like that was the troop to use for the whole season, and it just became too much. There wasn't enough variety, and it got kind of stale. It was just, you're using the same troop, the same attack. It's just not as fun as when, like season 14, when it's like you're grinding towards the next troop, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna use this for a few days, and then I'm gonna unlock, Seekers next or Bombardiers next, or I'm gonna keep going with Heavies and Sukas because that seems to be working. It's just nice to have that little bit of variety, just to change things up a little bit. But yeah, I'm assuming that this means that Bombardiers are going to be early on. What it could also mean. Let's look at the troops that shoot bombs, technically, right? So there's Bombardiers, Cryo Bombardiers, Rocket Choppers. But you gotta assume that it's going to be either Bombardiers or Cryo Bombardiers. They literally have bomb in the title of the troop, right? So it just, it really only makes sense. I don't think it would mean anything else. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that, that they're going to be super early on in the tech tree. I don't really see it meaning anything else, but yeah, I think that's basically all we have to go off of, is that it would be bombs away. It's not going to be anything. I don't think it would be anything defensive. I just think that's the only thing that makes sense. But let me know what you guys think down below in that comment section. Definitely interested to hear your guys' thoughts and concerns. I think it would be cool if the mechs could come into warships. Obviously they will at some point. We just don't know when or how or why. But yeah, I've been doing very good on not touching the boat, by the way. I think I've gone about 2 weeks now. So we'll probably touch it during the crab. That sounds strange. But that's the chicken's plan anyways. And yeah, that's what I think about Season 14. And that's our predictions for Season 15. Now, I am looking forward to it because, I don't know, I just feel like Warships has been in kind of the same spot for a while. And whatever changes they make, I think they're going to be somewhat decent. So that's, positive thinking, I know, but that is kind of what I'm hoping ends up happening. So, but we'll see. We'll see soon enough, just a few days. I'm sure the sneaks will be out on the usual time, Sunday or Saturday, whenever we do them. So yeah, that will be exciting. And yeah, other than that, man, just let me know what your guys' thoughts, opinions, concerns are going into Season 15. Are you looking forward to it? Are you not looking forward to it? I guess we'll kind of just wait for... wow, I really overkilled that shock launcher. Or I almost did because I thought I threw 2 barrage, but the game screwed up. Or the iPad screwed up. But yeah, let me know if... I guess we'll wait and see what the sneak peeks bring in terms of, our outlook for the season. It's kind of hard to say yet if we're going to push or pull back or whatever. But we will see that shortly enough, guys. So, yeah, definitely a little bit more like kind of rambling this video, but there's a lot of topics to kind of touch on. So I hope I gave you guys some clear and concise thoughts. Maybe not in exactly that order, but we did get them all out there. So, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. It does. It's good. We're going with that, but yeah, guys, as always, thanks so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you next one, guys. Checking out back.